Hi, my name is Jessica Beebe, and I'm going to talk to you about why TV shows are so important to us in our society and our world. When you watch TV, do you want to watch a show that has nothing to connect to, has no point of view, no meaning? Well, when I watch a show, I want characters that I can connect to, I want plots that I can connect to, and I want situations that I connect to. And for this project, I chose to watch The Big Bang Theory. This show I've always watched, but I've never really got in depth with how it connects to the world and what it means to me. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. So the first thing I noticed about the characters in The Big Bang Theory is they're all different, but they're all alike in the same way. There's no one gender, there's no one sex, there's no different race, there's nothing that is the same. There's people from different cultures, different sexes, different genders, everything, but there's always something that someone can relate to, a character somebody can relate to. And I think this is important to do when you're creating a TV show because it gives your audience a specific character to connect to. And I think that's one thing that is important as a sociological perspective is people to people interaction, people to people connection. The more that people feel like they have somebody to connect to, someone to relate to, the more they want to watch or the more they want to interact. Another thing I noticed about the characters is that they all are smart in their own different way. This show really focuses on using scientific terms and reasoning to justify some of the things that they do or some of the things that they don't want to do because of those reasons. And they always are able to relate back again to their audience. And I think that's really important to do as a sociology point of view. The second thing that I noticed is the situations and that they're real world situations that people go through. And again, that is another thing that really draws the audience is the connection to real world problems. In each episode, there's something different, but they always are able to make scenarios that people like I or you go through. For example, in one episode, in the very beginning, they were all just meeting and they didn't care what the person was thinking or whether they do for a job or what, they still became friends. And in the most recent episode that I watched, they still are friends. Even though they have separated and the world has kind of pulled them apart a little bit, they're always not on top of each other. They don't live together anymore. They still always come back to each other as one big group and solve a situation, or they talk through conflict. And that is really important to do. And again, it connects back to our real world situations and make sure that we can connect. The third thing that I notice as a sociological point of view is that the terms they use. They get way more in depth and way more specific about what they talk about. And they always relate the simplest things back from why Sheldon's the only person to sit on his couch cushion and nobody else can to what minerals and things are in water. And even though they use all these fancy languages, they always make sure that it's understood and that there's a comedy behind it and that it's funny and it always brings the audience back. And I think as a good show, you need to have people to people relations and reactions. You need to be able to solve real world connections and issues that normal people go through today. And you need to not just pick one sex, one gender, one race, one ethnicity, to go, because then you're losing part of your audience because there's nobody that your audience connect to. And I think overall those all go back into one thing, and that was what makes a good show. So The Big Bang Theory does all of those things, and they still provide a comical but real world show. And I think that is one of the best shows out there. And thank you for watching.